Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Alright, well, when I separated the hens with the roosters, I originally put 8 over there. There's only 7, and there's 9 in this middle pen, which tells me one of them flew back over the fence and came in here. And honestly, I'd rather the Rhode Island Reds be over there with the White Knight. But I'm going to have to grab them when they go to roost and put 1 or 2 over there. I do have 2 roosters in the middle pen, so they could handle the most hens, but Junior's been molting and moping around, not doing a whole lot. So hopefully this little fella here will learn what he's supposed to do and become the protector of these ladies. And Sue, the one that was molting, well, let me zoom in and see if y'all can see her. She's up under the roost in there, but she's walking around a little bit. She's moving, so she's on the upward side of it. Look how many leaves have fallen in the last week. The tree's mostly gone, thank goodness. But yeah, I need to go back in there with the mower. That's a dusty job. But I'd like to move all the barnyard mix out from Sue and Junior and put them in with the White Knight. That way I know they're not mating with their daddy. Although in the birds it really doesn't matter, but there's a black sex link over here. Actually, that black one right there that's moving is a, things that don't look like a black sex link, but that's a Easter egger. And then this Easter egger here has been molting, and that's the young one we hatched. Hopefully I'll get colored eggs from it, but I doubt it. You see, I threw them scratched. They're out there looking for every little bit they got left. So, I don't know how many of you follow the wild huckleberry, but the wild huckleberry surprised me and sent me something. So y'all take a look. I don't know how, when I'm looking above my glasses, it's blurry to me, but it's not a bad looking hat, y'all. I don't wear one a whole lot, so this one will last me a long time. It'll go on the dash of my truck. When I need a hat, I'll grab it. Thank you, Robbie, Sonia, for y'all sending me a hat. I appreciate it. It's a good looking hat, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's get off me. So I had the grand boys this past weekend, and they actually got along better than normal. So I'm pleased with that. But without all those 6 extra roosters that went to freezer camp, it's a whole lot calmer out here than what it was. And the feed is not like this feed over here when it had most of the roosters in it and more hens. Man, I had to fill this thing up every day. It wouldn't go but about a day and a half and it'd be empty. So now when I fill up the feeders, I'm using a lot less feed. I'm using more, around 7 or 8 pounds a day instead of 10. So I've got 25 hens and 4 roosters. They're not laying the best in the world. I'm getting 9 or 10 a day usually. Every now and then I'll have a 12 day, but most of the time it's 9 or 10 a day, which is fine. That's about what I sell anyway. So I've got somebody that I saw when I had to go to Walmart, and I saw them in Walmart, and they're regular customers at work, and his wife's always with the guy, and she said, I need more eggs, so she wants 2 dozen in the morning, and I've got them. just barely. So I haven't collected today, so I'll definitely have the 2 dozen. I'll take them to work tomorrow. And I do keep a couple dozen at work, but it's low, you know, I sold quite a few last week. So as many as I've been selling, they're, you know, they're not backing up on me anymore. So as she sat down, let him do his job. I do think I need to move a couple more Rhode Island Reds over here and possibly take that black sex link out from over here and put it in with Junior and the young rooster. And that way the black sex links, they're no relation to Junior, that young hen, or Sue. And that way they're all fertilizing hens that they're not related to. So I've got a couple barnyard mix that I need to grab when I do that tonight. Also, see how that's the young one. I thought it was Junior, but it's the young one. He's just laying around too. But anyway, I've got that one there, this barnyard mix, and this one right here. And she's a very, very pretty rooster, but she's in with Junior. So I need to get that one on the other side of the fence there and put in with the white knight and that barnyard mix Rhode Island Red right there that needs to go over with the white knight. And then I'll probably take that black sex link from the white knight's pen and put over here with Sue. And that way he won't have any that he's related to that he's breeding with. But there are 3 Rhode Island Reds in here with Sue and his partner right here, and a barnyard mix. So those need to go, and that's going to give white knight more hens than the others, but they will all be separated and not be related to each other. So that's kind of the idea. Mix the gene up a little bit. So I'm going to turn y'all around. Well, if you notice, my bike's gone. The Fat Moto. I got my wagon fixed, the tires, tubes replaced and pumped up, and I pulled the boys around the yard a few times. But I went ahead and loaded the bike up and took it to my niece. So her husband, he dresses up as the Grinch every year, and has a very good time during the Christmas parade. Every year my brother's company does a float and all, you know, and participates anyway, and they usually win some kind of trophy. And he's gonna ride that bike this year. So I went ahead and loaded it up and took it to their house, and he's gonna get on it and ride it a little bit and get used to it so he can get out there as the Grinch and ride around. So that's the idea. All right, I know it's a short video. Airplane flying over, he's way up there. I don't know if y'all can see him. There he is. That's higher than normal, but anyway, it's a propeller plane, and which we do have quite a few of those around here. I'm gonna get off here. I've got other chores to do. I've spent most of the weekend, even though the boys were here playing, I've spent most of the weekend getting chores done, mostly getting the house ready for everybody to be here for Thanksgiving. So y'all will receive this video on Thanksgiving, and I do want to tell y'all thank you very much. I hope you are thankful for all the things that God has provided for you in your lives. Thankful for your family and your friends. I know I am very, very much. And once again, ooh, the sun's in. Robbie, thank you for the hat. Brother, that's awesome. I actually didn't say that for myself. Mainly because I don't wear them. They were good fitting, good wearing hats, just like this one is. So I thank y'all very much. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, and the Lord blesses you more than you expect in the coming holidays and next year. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the subscribers. I appreciate it. Y'all remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.